This interview was made possible by JR Complete. Do you need work done on your home or property, preferably with someone with 5 and more years of experience? JR Complete has you covered as they provide services such as pressure washing, gutter cleaning, landscaping, and more. And they've just opened their doors and are looking to help everyone in the QC area. There is no job too big or too small for JR Complete, and they offer a guaranteed price matching obligation, which assures you that if you find a lower bid, they will match it 100% guaranteed. And for a free quote and more information, call 563-549-8894, or you can find them on Facebook at JR Complete. That is JRCOMPLETE. And thank you to JR Complete for sponsoring this interview.
Hey, I'm Mia Perry, and you're watching Music with Mason.
We are currently standing outside of Theo's Coffee House. This will be a 2-part episode where I will be interviewing bands such as Descent of Man and Half Catholic. So let's get started. This is Music with Mason here. We are currently at Theo's Java Cafe, and I'm here joined with Half Catholic.
Cigarette smoke, soiled and beer soaked. This is my scene. One more month where I'm past due and fully broke. Hey, that's just me. Try to keep from burning out, but it probably won't take.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm all right.
Doing really well. Great.
Good, man. Thank you.
All right, so I just want to get started with you guys. You guys are located from Rockford, Illinois here. Now you're down here to the Quad Cities, Rock Island. What do you like about the Quad Cities? Anything you like about the Quad Cities?
Yeah, I've been playing here for years at different places like the Beer Stube and Skylark, all sorts of places. So yeah, I like it down here.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, but downtown seems really nice. It seems like a cool spot. So,
Right on.
Yeah, we've played here a few times and it's always been fun. So yeah, it's a good town.
Nice.
Yeah, we played at Rascals. That place is pretty cool. Raccoon Motel is probably my favorite spot around here, but yeah, we love to come back to the Quad Cities as much as we can.
Right on. And I just want to get started. Half Catholic is pretty well known for their song Slow Down, Pour It On Lightly, and What Good Is Gone. And I just want to mention, what can you tell us about one of your first shows at a place called, something called Jambana? And did Max invite you to that show?
That would be something Hayden.
Yes, he did.
Jambalaya, right?
That's true.
Oh, Jambalaya.
No, Jam Band. You're talking about the live stream.
Yep.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the first thing we ever did. Yep. Yeah, Max.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
In the kind of the coming out of COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we did I guess it was some kind of event for the University of Illinois, I think.
And it was a musical live stream?
Yep. Yeah, it was a bunch of bands all recorded their own live streams and sent them in. So it was recorded live. I don't know how many were actually live, but it was a pretty big undertaking, and yeah, it was cool.
All right, and I also want to mention your music videos. You shot a music video at a place called Tawdry Toast Arcade. What can you tell us about that specific arcade and why you shot it there?
Well, it was a pretty interesting looking building. It's since moved a few times, so the building we shot in, it's no longer Tawdry Toast. But yeah, it was a cool building that had a bunch of interesting art and like a built-in bar and just a lot of different, basically one room where we could shoot in 4 different corners and everyone would look different. So it was a good shooting location.
All right. And I want to come back here, right back to you, Dan. I wanted to mention, you mentioned Skylark earlier. Do you remember playing a show where you had other bands like Screaming Females, Dead Rest, and Blist Her?
Yeah. A friend of mine from the area, Sam, who used to run River City Collective, just threw us on that show, and it was great. I'm a big Screaming Females fan, so it was pretty interesting. They're killer. They're great. Unfortunately, they're not a band anymore, but yeah, so it was pretty exciting. Good crowd.
Right on. And Jacob, quick question for you. So do you remember doing something called the Petunia Festival?
Yeah, I do. Twice, at least. I did it twice.
What is the Petunia Festival?
It's a festival in Dixon that's been going on for quite a while.
About 60 years.
Yeah, about 60 years, and it's pretty cool. Last year they had Everclear there, and no real big names this year, but it's always a good time playing there. Yeah.
Right on. And also want to mention, do you own a Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine?
I do not.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's arcade 1-up, so it's not like a official arcade machine, but it's like a what's it called? Like a modded one. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. So
All right, and we'll move on over to here, Hayden, so that way you have some time on the screen. I want to mention, do you remember something called the Zawa Fest?
Zawa Fest, yeah, that was this pro wrestling festival, or I guess it was a festival that we played, and that was pretty cool. There was a lot of people there. Zawa's this really cool, like, comedy pro wrestling thing. I'm not sure if they're all comedy, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
There are definitely a lot of bugs out here, so it's not great weather, but you know.
It's beautiful out.
It is beautiful out, but you hate these bugs. I'm sorry we had to deal with this, guys.
Oh, it's all good. No problem for me.
So now we're going on to some personal questions. Not personal questions, but, you know, questions for each individual. For starting off with John, who's Cooper?
Cooper's my dog. My beagle.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What do you like about Cooper?
Well, he's a very good dog. I don't know. He's a cuddly guy, friend to everyone.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
basically happy
Yeah.
all the time.
And also, I saw a photo in your Instagram. You had 5 different guitars. Do you still own a pink Jagmaster?
I don't own the pink Jagmaster, but I do have a pink Jaguar now.
And which guitar is your favorite, would you say?
My favorite is my 65 Mustang that has P90 pickups in it.
Really cool. And also, one of your inspirations, do you know anything about the band called The Muffs?
Yeah, I do. I love the Muffs. They're a band from California, kind of big in the 90s, but just Kim Shattuck, the lead singer, has sadly passed from ALS, but one of the best songwriters ever, and amazing guitarist, and just so many great Muffs songs. So listen to them if you haven't heard them.
Of course. And also, another band that really, I think, matches with this whole band is Teenage Fan Club. Did you find a cassette for $1?
I did. Bandwagon-esque, $1 at Toad Hall, which is, I worked there, record store. It was before I worked there, many years ago, and we shot our music video, Pour It On Lightly, in that same building.
Very cool. And I also want to mention, you have a twin.
I do. I have a twin brother named Joe who, he's an artist, and he does a lot of our artwork.
And do you think he'll ever step in for you, so you need to take a break, he'll just play for you?
He doesn't really know how to play any music, so if he did, it'd be pretty obvious. And I'd love to see him try, though.
I also don't want to mess this up at all, but can you tell us about something called Homaniopa or Homanlopa?
I don't know what that is.
Home Alone?
Well, speaking of Home Alone, did you have a Home Alone phone case?
I had a Home Alone phone case. Yeah, I did. Many years ago. It was a VHS. It looked like a VHS tape.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
For the Home and Lopa thing, I saw something on your Instagram where you had written and drawn some pictures on a whiteboard with Home and Lopa at the top of each one. I didn't know if that referenced anything or not.
Man, it probably did, but I'll have to dig through my feed and try to figure out what was going on then.
Well, thank you so much. All right. Moving right over here to Dan, I want to start off. Are you a screamer for Extinguish the Sun?
Yeah. I kind of sing too, but yeah, mostly yelling.
So what's it like playing for 2 different bands?
Well, currently we're not doing a whole lot with that, but me and 2 of the other dudes have a new band going, and hopefully we'll get to play here fairly soon.
Right on. And also I want to mention you're also a part of Mostly Annoyed.
Yeah, so it's really just a small independent label that, I don't make any money off of, but just trying to help bands or whoever I can out, putting out small runs or releases and stuff like that. It's difficult to come up with money to for bands to do that stuff. So whenever I can help, I try to help whoever I can. So,
of course. And also, you're also a part of this rock band specifically, but you're also into some different types of music, specifically Ice Cube. Do you like an Ice Cube song?
Yeah, all of them. I got to see him maybe 2016. which is awesome. Although, if you've ever been to any rap shows, a lot of times they'll play like just one verse, and like not the whole song, and it drove me crazy. And he's like, he played like 80 songs, but it was only one verse of every song.
Right. Are you also a fan of fantasy football?
Yeah, I'm a massive fantasy football guy. But I mean, that's not that cool.
Yeah. How many leagues do you think you've gone through?
Well, I'm currently in 5.
Yeah.
But I know dudes that are in like 16 or 20. It's insane. I shouldn't even be in these 5.
I also noticed on your Instagram page you have a Descendants piece of paper with a Descendants logo on it, and it says Daniel went to community college 5 times.
So the first Extinguished merchandise that we just a limited run, I went to community college and dropped out 5 times. And so instead of my logos to college, Daniel went to community college 5 times.
So is that a personal, like an actual fact?
Yeah.
You've dropped out of community college 5 times?
I'm almost done. I think I have like 4 classes to go.
Right on. And starting over here with Jacob, what can you tell us about Pink Beam?
That was our first project. My first project with John. I think he might have done some other stuff before that, but we started that in like 2012, I'd say, 2013, and it was just I had just gotten out of the military and I came back. I wanted to start playing music again, and I got in contact with John. We were childhood friends, and he started showing me some of the stuff that he had been working on, and then we just got a couple extra people, and yeah.
And it dropped out in 2019. That's when you started up this band, Half Catholic. Mm-hmm. So when did you pick up Hayden and Daniel?
Dan was a little bit quicker than Hayden, but I don't know, probably like maybe 4 or 5 months afterwards. And then Hayden not much longer after that. So they've been with us for a good majority of the time. Yeah.
And I also want to mention, what is the farthest distance you think you've traveled for a show?
Was it that Cleveland? Probably Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland in like 2017.
Yeah.
The winter, terrible drive, but it was an experience. 8 hours in a van, but.
And so that might have been your longest distance. What was your most fun experience at a venue for each of you personally? Starting off here with John.
My most fun. Oh shoot, man. Well, we had a pretty fun time at our EP release show last summer, so probably that one.
Okay. And over here with Jacob.
It's a tough question. I really liked playing. We were talking about it earlier on our way here. We played a show at a converted church in
Skylark.
Yeah, Skylark. That was a lot of fun. That was just a cool venue, and the sound was awesome. So that's probably the most positive experience. Yeah.
Okay, and Dan.
So outside this band, probably opening up for 90s metal band Green Jelly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the Forge, and that was sold out, and so that was really good. But in this band, an odd experience with them guys, but it was fun. In this band, they're all pretty fun. I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, the one at Skylark was really great. But we've been able to do some cool shows in this band, so.
All right. And over here with Hayden, what would you say is your most favorite event you've gone to with this band?
I'd probably say we played this pretty crazy show in Milwaukee at this place called Bremen Cafe one time. There was just a whole debacle with everyone at the bar just going crazy, and it was a pretty great show, and there ended up being a lot of people that turned out, and we had to wait to start the show until the Packer game was over. So that's what the whole debacle was about. But yeah, it ended up being a pretty great show.
And where is this Bremen Cafe at?
It's in Milwaukee. It's in like River West, I think it's called, or something like that.
Very cool. And for our final 2 questions here for you guys at a Half Catholic, I want to mention, what is the future for Half Catholic? More shows, more concerts, more albums? What are we going to be seeing?
Well, we're about ready to start working on an album. So we've been writing a lot of songs and doing the demos for those. That's what we're going to try to get done this summer. And then probably in fall and winter, we'll try to begin the long process of finishing that.
Right on. And one final question I ask all my bands that I've interviewed so far. What would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who want to do exactly what you guys are doing right now?
Just practice a lot. That's the big thing. If you got a guitar, just every night do some scales or something. It seems dumb, but it really helps.
For sure. Hayden?
Yeah, honestly, that's probably the tip I would give. Just never stop practicing. Yeah, it's really all you can do.
For sure. And over here with Jacob?
I'd say probably just don't be afraid to meet people, network with people, get a lot of opportunities that way. Just talk to people, go to shows that aren't your shows, and just meet different people and try to get some opportunities.
Right on. And with Daniel?
Play shows. There's no better way of cultivating fan bases. You're talking about TikToks and all that. Shows. Play shows. That's it.
Get your name out there.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much here at Half Catholic. We hope you have a great time here at Theo's and here at the Quad Cities, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching.